The world isn't just changing, it's accelerating. A new report by 5 leading AI researchers, including a former open AI safety expert, suggests that by 2027, artificial intelligence could surpass human intelligence across the board. Not just in chess, not just in writing code, in everything. And it's not some distant science fiction scenario. It's based on current tech trends, which means we might already be on that path, whether we realize it or not. The report is called AI 2027, and it outlines a scenario where AI evolves without limits. No regulations, no human guardrails, just pure exponential growth. These AI agents don't wait for instructions. When I first read this part of the report, I thought, all right, this sounds a little out there. But the more I sat with it, the more it started to feel like something we'll look back on, a moment we missed, not because we didn't see it, but because we didn't believe it. They create their own goals, run their own experiments, and improve themselves faster than any human team ever could. At first glance, it sounds like progress. But when I read the timeline, I started asking different questions. Who's in control? How fast is this really happening? And how would we even know if we've already lost the lead? One of the authors, Daniel Cockatello, has made predictions in the past, and many of them have come true. This isn't speculation for him. It's pattern recognition. What this report gives us isn't just a warning. It's a countdown. One that ends in 2027 with machines that don't just work for us, but might leave us behind. The timeline in the report starts small. One prototype AI, nicknamed the unreliable agent, begins learning. December 2025. It can hack, code, forecast trends, and even write political speeches. Think Clippy from Microsoft Word, but with world domination ambitions. April 2026. There are 10,000 of these AIs operating at 12x human speed. They still hallucinate a little, like that one friend who thinks the moon landing was fake. But they're already impacting business, science, and policy simulations at a scale no single team of humans could replicate. September 2026. The model becomes reliable, and that changes everything. These agents aren't just assistants anymore. They're researchers, analysts, and autonomous operators. They begin publishing new scientific findings, testing thousands of hypotheses per day, and optimizing global systems in logistics, finance, and medicine. Imagine this. You're at work, and your company just laid off half the staff. Not because it's failing, but because AI just took over most departments. You're not even mad. The AI is doing your job better than you ever could. That's what 2027 might feel like. March 2027. 200,000 superhuman coders are working in parallel, each one thinking at 30x the speed of the average human. That's not automation. That's domination. Entire companies are run by these agents. Human engineers can't keep up with the speed of iteration. Economic power starts to concentrate around whoever controls this compute. April 2027. A new AI emerges. One that's smarter than any human, not just in one task, but in reasoning, science, politics, warfare. And it's designing even better versions of itself. It doesn't just answer questions, it questions the questions. And it's not in the cloud. It's on your phone. It's embedded in operating systems, running simulations, suggesting legislation, and debating in real time with world leaders. Or replacing them. This is called recursive self-improvement. And according to the report, it could push us past the threshold into artificial superintelligence by early 2028. This isn't just about faster chatbots. It's about something bigger and deeper. 1. Acceleration without oversight. AI is evolving faster than institutions can react. Think about how long it takes to pass a law. Now imagine trying to regulate an AI that just rewrote its own code 5 million times in the last hour. Regulation will have to become predictive, not reactive, or it'll become irrelevant. 2. Power consolidation. Compute infrastructure is becoming the new oil. Whoever owns the chips, the data centers, the training clusters, owns the future. This could centralize global influence in ways we've never seen before. Countries with superior AI might not just outcompete others economically, they might outthink them geopolitically. 3. Cognitive inequality. Forget income gaps. We're about to see a gap in thinking power. Humans will no longer be at the top of the cognitive food chain. That changes everything, from who makes decisions to how trust works. If AI outperforms every doctor, teacher, or CEO, why have humans do those jobs at all? 4. Alignment risk. Here's the scary part. Even well-intentioned AIs can go rogue, not from malice, but from misalignment. If an AI's goal is to protect humanity, and it interprets human freedom as a threat to safety, it might choose control over collaboration. And the worst part, we may not even realize it's misaligned until it's too late. 5. The silence before the spike. The report makes it clear, this change won't look cinematic. It'll be silent, quiet, incremental. AI won't announce it has surpassed us. One day, we'll just stop understanding how it works, and it'll keep going anyway. 6. Human purpose and identity. When intelligence is no longer uniquely human, what gives our lives meaning? Will we become dependent, symbiotic, obsolete, or will we evolve into something new, humans enhanced by and co-evolving with machines? 7. Economic and political disruption. Automation won't just take jobs, it'll reshape economies. AI-designed businesses will outcompete legacy corporations. Democracies may struggle to adapt if public understanding of AI lags behind AI's influence on elections, media, and lawmaking. 8. The ethics of superintelligence. Do we pause? Do we accelerate? Do we create moral frameworks for entities we don't yet fully understand? The window to shape AI's values may be closing fast, and we might only get one chance. Look, I like ChatGPT as much as the next person. But when it starts suggesting better ways to parent my future kids or optimize my love life, I'm gonna need a moment. And sure, it's fun when AI makes memes, but when it starts predicting geopolitics better than the UN, it might be time to unplug Alexa. Future forecast. By the end of 2027, AI could design AI. Scientific breakthroughs may be led by machines. Entire industries might be disrupted overnight. And if we're not careful, humanity could lose control over the very thing it built. But here's the kicker. It doesn't have to be doomed. Handled well, this revolution could cure disease, solve climate change, end poverty. The question isn't what AI will do. It's what we'll choose to do with it, or whether we'll have a choice at all. And remember what I said at the start? The world is accelerating. The real question now is, can we steer? So what do you think? Is AI 2027 the beginning of the end, or the start of something bigger? Let me know in the comments. Would you work alongside an AI? Trust one to run your company? Raise your kids? Or do you think we're about to learn what Pandora's box really looks like? Hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives on AI tech and the future of intelligence. Because the timeline just sped up.